then I am your master.
Welcome, everyone. We're here on Pete Norman Court in the Larry Call Gymnasium in the campus of Highland Community College in Freeport, Illinois. This is your HMC broadcast. You're not going to find a finer stream anywhere else, and I'm the marvelous one, Marvelous Mark Masters, along with Assault and the Sound, Jim Yeager, and King Arthur. And we are here for another night of Highland Cougar basketball. Doubleheader night tonight. The ladies will kick it off here at 5 o'clock, which is a little under 7 minutes away here. And they'll be facing the Malcolm X Hawks. And your Malcolm X Ball Club comes in at 11-9. Your Highland Cougars come in at 10-16. I did receive a paper today on at least the times for the Women's Region 4 tournament. Of course, Malcolm X is a member of the Region 4. So seeding could be on the line tonight. We're not sure where the Cougars fall. I'm pretty sure they're not the first or second seeds, which will both receive byes. So there'll only be 2 games on Monday, March 4th. It'll be one at 5 o'clock and one at 7 o'clock. The semifinals will be March 6th at 5 and 7. And then, of course, the championship will be Saturday, March 9th. And the ladies will be at 5 o'clock. The men have 8 teams seated. Pretty confident the Trojans from Triton will be the number 1 seed. And then the question is can the Cougars avoid the 4th or 5th seed? Mainly being if they do, then they won't see the Trojans till the championship game. If the Cougars are the number 2 or number 3 seed, which is where I think they'll fall, then we'll have to see. And I think it'll be Triton, and then either the Cougars or Kankakee will be the 2 and 3 seeds. I think Sauk Valley will fall in that dreaded 4th seed spot. However, I do believe Sauk Valley, if they catch fire, can beat Triton. So that will definitely be a good semifinal game to keep an eye on. The upper bracket semifinal game will be Thursday, March 7th. No byes in the first round. First round games will be Tuesday, March 5th at 1. Then Tuesday at 3 p.m. and then Tuesday at 5 and 7 p.m. Again, I believe the Cougars will fall in the number 2 to 3 seed, so it'll either be 5 or 7 p.m. And I might as well just pencil in Triton as the number 1 seed. There's no question the Trojans coming in with, last time I checked, they had only 1 loss. Your Highland men will face Triton this Saturday. But until then, we have our last 2 doubleheaders of the season, last 2 home games coming up here. We have obviously Malcolm X tonight, men and women both playing the same team. And then the final home games will be on Tuesday, and they will play Kennedy King. Now, also tonight, I believe it will be sophomore night, a typical same simulation as senior night in high school, where we have 5 sophomores here, and we will celebrate them, I believe, before the game. I'm not positive. No one's mentioned anything to me. I just see the stuff set up, so I figure that's what we're going to do, and most likely then do the men on Tuesday. Again, we have 5 lady sophomores and 7 men sophomores, so that could take up a lot of time. So I believe, and of course just speculating here, that the men will do their sophomore night on Tuesday night. But we'll talk about our sophomores at the moment. First sophomore, 5'6" guard from Dakota, Mary Zettel, averages 4 and 4 a game for the Cougars. And then, of course, Ari Kutz from Krakow, Poland. She averages 18, 4 and 3 for the Cougars. Talina Rogers from Eastland averages 7 and 7. And then we have, is Marie-Louise DeYoung a sophomore? I didn't think so, but that's possible. That's what I have on my sheet here, and I tend to get things wrong from time to time, but I believe so as well. 4 and 3 from the Netherlands. And Alicia Garcia from Muscatine, Iowa, averaging 10 and 4 for the Cougars. Again, pay attention. We'll have the coverage of that right before the game, is usually when we've done it in the past. So that will be my guess yet again that we will do as well. Just over 2 minutes to go here before we start the festivities and or national anthem. But rundown of the list of the Cougars again. Ari Coots leads the way for the Cougars, 18-4 on the season. Then Alicia Garcia, 10-4. Renaya Shirley has come on strong down the stretch, now averaging 7 points. Talina Rogers, 7-7 as well. Alexis Luke likes to shoot from the outside. She'll hit some threes. She averages 6 points a game. Marie-Louise DeYoung, back off the injury. She had, I believe, an ankle injury of some sort. She averages 4 and 3. Lexi Lacey, 3 points, 5 rebounds, though, for her. Again, Mary Zettel, 4 and 4. Morgan Blair comes in at 1 and 1. So, like I said, we're about a minute and a half now to go here. I'm not sure the specifics. No one gave me a particular schedule on what's going down here. That's just what we've done in the past. So we shall see what happens. Again, for the ladies, only 2 games on Monday, March the 4th at 5 and 7. I believe Highland will be in one of them 2 matchups, as our lowest seed will be the 6th seed. So I could see the Cougars at the 4th or 5th seed in the region. We shall see. But nonetheless here, we're going to get started. No national anthem, I've been told. So it looks like we might go right in to the starting lineups. I don't know what we're doing. We'll figure it out. But it does appear, if my eyes do not deceive me, that we are going to start all 5 sophomores. But we're still not sure what we're doing here yet, but it's again, Malcolm X comes into the game 11-9, not a bad season for the Hawks. Your Cougars 10-16. And we are going to hit with the starting lineups here. But once again, your Cougars 10-16. I'm hoping will, like I said, solidify either a 4 or 5 seed in the Region 4. I don't think there'll be a 3 seed or a 2 seed or a 1 seed, so we shall see. But anyways, Craig, let's go.
Buckle up, weirdos. This one's going to be a good one.
Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Come on, come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Come on, come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on. Come on, come on. Nah, 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 come on. Nah, nah.
Talina Rogers. Parents are Mark Rogers and Casey Woodard. Talina is graduating Highland with an associate's degree in arts. Future plans are not yet determined. At forward, sophomore from Champaign, Illinois, number 11, Talina Rogers. Mary Zettel. Parents are Mike and April Zettel. At Highland, Mary is studying to earn an associate's of arts, and after her time at Highland, she plans to transfer to the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, majoring in elementary education and playing volleyball. At guard, sophomore from Dakota, Illinois, number 5, Mary Zettel. Ariana Coots. Parents are Rayna Coots and Dorada Dabrowska. Ari currently studies mass communications and digital media and will be graduating this spring with an Associate's of Arts degree. Ari is planning to transfer to a four-year school. At guard, sophomore from Poland, number 10, Ari Coots. Alicia Garcia.
There's your Cougar starting lineup again. Mary Zettel, number 5. Ari Coots, number 10. Talina Rogers, number 11. Marie-Louise DeYoung, number 13. And Alicia Garcia, number 32.
Regulators, mount up. We're coming.
And we're set to roll here. The Cougars will be moving right to left on your TV screens. They'll come out in their home white jerseys with orange letters and numbers trimmed in blue. The Hawks will come out in their road black jerseys with red letters and numbers trimmed in white. 6'1" Garcia, I believe, against the 6-foot Rivera. Sophomore night for the ladies is off and running. Tip will go, I believe, to the Cougars. Coots will bring the ball up again. All sophomore lineup. Zettel on the left side. Now that's Rogers. Talina will get it to DeYoung. Marie-Louise going to try and drive. Loses the ball along the way. Picked up by the Hawks. Tolbert in the corner will hand the ball off to Newsom. Scott now looking, kicks it back out to Newsom. Trying to get it inside, number 15. That's Parks for the easy bucket. And it's 2-0 early, Malcolm X. 4 10-minute periods. Rogers now on the right side looking for a cutter. Head Zettel, now gets it to Garcia. She lets the 3 fly, and that's short to the left side. Rogers with the tip. And Zettel will get it and put it right back in. Mary Zettel off the tip rebound from Rogers, and the Cougars have tied it up at 2. Looking inside, back up top to Scott. Newsom now back to Scott in the corner. Trying to get it inside. Turnaround jumper for Parks. No good, but an offensive board by Rivera. She goes for the hook, and I'm not sure what they're going to call it, but it'll go against the Hawks, and the Cougars will get possession. Tied at 2 here. 8:24 left to go, first period. This is your sophomore night festivities, I guess. For the ladies, I believe the men will most likely be on Tuesday. Like I said, just speculating, though. Inside pass to Rogers. Tries to get it inside. Malcolm X with 2 bigs down there. They are clogging up the inside quite well. Running prayer not answered. Rebound by Garcia. 8 minutes to go in the period. Cougars up are trailing. Or neither. DeYoung for 3. Around and out. Zettel with the offensive board. DeYoung will go again. Got it! Marie-Louise DeYoung for 3. And the Cougars are up now by 3, 5-2. 7:40 left to go. First period. Looking inside again for Parks. Parks passed it, knocked out of bounds, though, by the Cougars. Parks is 6'1", and Rivera 6 foot. Height advantage to the Hawks. Newsom will take the ball out for the Hawks. We'll get it to Tolbert. Scott will get it back to Newsom. Newsom will pick up her dribble down inside Rivera. People thought it traveled, no call. Running one-hander, no good, but an offensive board by Newsom. Scott has the ball stolen by Zettel. And they're going to call a jump ball, which will stay with the Hawks. 7:12 left to go in the period. 5-2 Highland off the 3 ball from Marie-Louise DeYoung. Another ball taken out underneath. I don't know what they're doing as far as they're resetting the shot clock for whatever reason. Newsom will take the ball out for the Hawks. Looking inside. Could get it, and she does get it to Scott. Scott picks up her dribble. Now to Tolbert. Tolbert Over. Newsom had a chance for a three, decided to drive. Out. Scott lost the handle, but it goes right to Rivera for the jumper. Easy bucket for Rivera. 5-4 lead for the Cougars. 6:50 to go in the first period. Coots will get it over to Young. She'll step back for another three. This one's long. And tried to save it, but they saved it right to Garcia. And Alicia will take it strong to the hoop and get fouled. And she'll have a chance to go for some free throws. Parks picks up the first foul. I don't remember if it was against Malcolm X or Kennedy King, one of these two teams that are coming up playing here. I did remember fouled out quite a few people. First free throw up and in for Garcia. And I remember the Cougars finishing out the game, I believe it was 5-on-4. I believe against one of these two teams. One of them, I think it was Daly, wound up as Garcia hits the second. Daly, I think, one time went 5-on-3 against the Cougars. But plenty of players on Malcolm X's bench tonight, so I don't think that will happen at all. Three ball on the way, long. Nice job. Cougars will pull up with it as Coots is going to drive. Now she is going to take it. Used the wrong hand, unfortunately, but an offensive board by Rogers. Three by DeYoung. Got it. Marie-Louise DeYoung, 2 threes for her, and a 6-point lead for the Cougars. They lead 10-4 here with 6 minutes left to go in the first period. Trying to get it inside. Nice job by Parks, keeping the ball up high. Scores the easy layup. Lead cut to 4. Again, Parks goes 6-1. She kept the ball up high, so no one could knock it away. DeYoung for another three. Oh, I thought that one was going in, but another offensive board for the Cougars. Coots for the jumper, and she got it. Timeout taken by Malcolm X. 5:31 left to go in the first period. The Cougars out to a nice lead here. They lead 12-6 here early. Want to watch some more of the ballgame? The only place you can is right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back. 5:31 left to go. First period. Highland out to a 6-point lead. They leave 12-6. 2 early threes by Marie-Louise DeYoung. And Sarah Kemple has checked in for DeYoung. Also, Lexi Lacey's checked in for Garcia, or vice versa. Those two are in at least. How about that? Tolbert will bring the ball up for the Hawks. Over to Newsom on the right side, looking for a screen. Now looking inside for Rivera, hassled by the Cougars. Brought the ball down low like you shouldn't do and taken away by Highland. Lexi Lacey off the steal. Rogers in for the layup, and she missed it. Didn't use the glass, it cost her. She went right over the front of the rim, which is not an easy shot. But with 5 minutes left, now inside to Rivera. Ball swatted away. Excuse me, that wasn't Rivera. A new substitution for the Hawks. And a jumper by Scott will knock it down, cuts the lead now down to 4. 12-8 Highland. 4:45 left to go first period. Coots looking for a screen. Will dish it off to Zettel. Zettel to Lacey. Lacey out to Kemple, back up top Zettel. Cougars have some crisp ball movement. Now the drive, and they're going to, oh, wow, I thought for sure they'd call a charge. It looked like Coots lowered the shoulder, but they are going to call the foul, I believe, on Scott for the block. And Coots will go to the line for some free throws.
I'll allow it.
Ari Coots shoots 71% on the season from the free throw line. First one up and in. Again, 18-point average for Ari Coots. certainly on her way to miss the second one as possible All-American for Highland. I believe the last one was Abby Barr, her second time. 3-ball on the way for Tolbert. Tolbert airballed it. Zettel will pick it up and bring it across the timeline on the left side. Looking to drive. Layup, can't score it. And the tall Rivera will pull down the board. 5-point lead for Highland, 13-8. Down inside to Rivera's taken away by Lacey. Another steal by Lacey. Lacey giving up several inches here, but doing a great job defensively against Rivera. Cougars almost got an over and back called on him, very close. Looking inside, Kemple wanted the ball, couldn't find her. Coots will pull up, no good. Shot clock was running down, still a 5-point lead for Highland, 3:22 left to go in this first period. Scott up top to Newsom. Newsom had a look at a three, didn't want it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rogers. Garcia will check back in. Now Renaya Shirley will check in as well. Talina Rogers, Ari Coots has a seat. Newsom gonna drive, got stepped on. Maybe twisting an ankle. She's hobbling a little bit here, but she'll be going to the line, I believe, for some free throws as Mary Zettel picks up the foul. 3:01 left to go in the first period. 13-8 Highland. Official checking with Newsom, and she appears to be ready to go. First free throw, got it in. Lead now cut to 4. Newsom's next free throw's up and in. Zettel will bring up the ball. 13-10 Highland here. They led since a 5-2 score on a 3-ball by Marie-Louise DeYoung. Inside, Kemple, nice pass to Zettel, unfortunately knocked away. Up top now to Garcia. Shirley moving to her left. Shot clock down to 5. Renaya will kick out. Lexi Lacey lets one go. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot by Lacey, but Shirley came up with it but could not convert in the shot clock violation. 2:29 left to go in the period. 13-10, Highland with the lead. Tolbert will kick over to Newsom. Newsom all the way over, now inside. Jumper up, nice rebound by Parks. Gets another offensive board, still can't buy one. Lacey will pull it down, and Coots is checked back in for Highland. 3-ball on the way, Shirley, short. Good look, though, for Renaya. She's knocked down several threes in the past few games. Under 2 minutes to go here. Scott going to drive to Tolbert. In the corner, Scott for 3. Looks long, way long. Garcia will pull down the rebound, her second. Lacey's going to bring it up. Has the lane if she wants it. Garcia will now hand off to Shirley. Garcia looking down low, take it herself, underneath the basket, not a good spot, but she'll get her own rebound. And with 1 on the clock, Coots will throw one up, but no good. Nothing hit the rim, so the shot clock didn't reset. So the Cougars had to throw one up. Not a bad look by Coots. Tolbert will knock down the jumper. And have now cut the lead down to 1. Under a minute to go here, first period. Cougars led by as many as 6 several times in this first period. The lead now cut to 1. Up top, Lacey. Garcia Shirley for three. Oh, looked good from here, but bounced out. 35 seconds left to go first period. Cougars will get another shot at it. If Malcolm X runs it down to nothing, they'll have at least 10 seconds left. Talbert lets it fly, airballs it. Kemple will pull it down. Shot clock is off, and here come the Cougars. Coots all the way in and blocked out of bounds. Again, it appears that Malcolm X uses their bigs down low quite a lot. Let's see what the Cougars do. Parks checks in. Lacey up top to Garcia. Garcia will hand off to Shirley. Shirley, nice dribble up with the left hand, but couldn't convert. 10 seconds left to go. Cougars almost get the steal. Shot down to 5. 4, 3 ball on the way for Newsom, around and out. Garcia will come with it, and that will be the end of the first period. Cougars got out fast, faded a little bit down the stretch, but still hold a 1-point lead. They lead 13-12 at the end of one. We'll be back here in a minute, so stick with us here. This is your HMC broadcast. The marvelous one, Mark Masters, along with King Arthur and the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager. We'll be back. Welcome back. Second period about to get underway here for the Cougars. Alexis Luke has checked in for Highland. Shirley has had a seat. Cougars have at the moment Kemple, Coots, Lacey, Garcia, and Luke in for the Cougars, leading by 1, 13-12 here as we start the second period. Coots with the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Hawks. Been that way pretty much the whole game. Luke in the corner. She can shoot the three. Lets it fly. Got it. Alexis Luke for 3. Extends that Cougar lead to her number 4 points. Looking inside. There's Parks again. Kicking it out. Tolbert now Newsom on the left side. Inside. Jumper on the way. No good. Luke will pull down the rebound. Cougars with a 4-point lead. Coots with the ball. Over in the corner, that's Kemple. Inside, down low. Cougars now looking to work down low with Garcia. Nice move. Up and under and in. Garcia with the bucket. And the Cougar lead back up to its largest, 6 points. They lead 18-12. Newsom on the left side. Back up top, Tolbert. Now Scott looking inside. Newsom will launch the three. Looks long off the back iron. It is. Kemple will come down with it. Her second. Luke will bring the ball up now for Highland. Coots now back up top. Garcia. Shot clock down to 15. Hand off to Lacey. Cougars spread the perimeter with this offense. I don't know what they call, but they're going to call the and one. Sarah Kemple, I don't know if they said that she lost the ball or Parks picks up the foul, her second, but Kemple split the defenders, went to the hole, got fouled, and made the basket. Now the Cougars up by 8, 20-12. Second foul on Parks, which is big for her, not necessarily the team, as they have another player that can come in. And one free throw, no good for Kemple. So an 8-point lead for Highland here with just over 8 minutes to go. Garcia in, can't get it. Now blocked by Garcia. And her 5th rebound. Up to Lacey. She's got the right side if she wants it. She'll kick it back. Luke for another 3. Short, though. I don't think it was blocked. But Alexis didn't get a lot of that. Tolbert for the jumper, no good. Lacey pulls it down, and here come the Cougars. The reach around steal, no good. Lacey should back it up, and she does. To Luke. Garcia now on the left side. 7:39 left to go in the half. Highland by 8 with the ball. Now Kempel on the right side, up top to Coots. Coots can move to the right, but much more comfortable to the left. Tough shot, up off the glass and in. Ari Coots, 5 points now for her, and a 10-point lead for the Cougars. Scott will bring the ball up now. Cougars appear to be in a 2-3 zone. Inside now, Garcia, and they're going to call Luke for the foul. Alexis caught the hand. And they're going to call her with her first foul. DeYoung and Rogers check back in. Lacey and Garcia have a seat. Garcia will take her first attempt at some free throws. Looks good, and it is. Cuts the lead under double digits. 7:11 left to go in this half. 22-13 Highland. Second free throw up and in. Coots will bring the ball up now for Highland off to the left side. I was going to say Luke can take a cut, and she does. Throws it up, and it goes in. Alexis Luke usually shoots the 3. Had a nice pull-up runner there and knocked it down. 10-point lead again for the Cougars, 24-14. Tolbert, tough shot off the back iron, no good. Should be tipped out of bounds, and it is off of Rivera. And the Cougars will get the ball back, leading by 10. Timeout taken by Highland, 6:46 left to go in the half. The Cougars extend their lead to 10. They lead 24-14. Want to watch some more of the ball game? The only place you can is right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back to, I believe it's sophomore day, night, whatever you want to call it. 6:46 left to go in the half. Cougars lead by 10. I also keep forgetting, enjoy our instant replay. It's more of a collaboration. We save the highlights as they go. We do have the ability to replay it fairly instantly, but rarely do we need it, so to speak, as to confirm maybe a foul or an injury or something. But, and we'll do it again at the half. Luke on the inside, now kicks it back out. DeYoung gonna drive, will take it. Runner off the glass, no good. Kempel comes down with the offensive board. Rogers for the jumper, and she got it. Talina Rogers knocks one down, and now the Cougars have their biggest lead of the night, 12 points. Newsom now over to Scott. Scott looking for some sort of a screen. Gives it over to Liberty. Up top now, again, Newsom. In the corner, Liberty's going to drive. Tough shot, no good. Rogers will pull down the rebound, her third. Talina picks up her dribble. Now gets it. Nice backdoor cut by Coots for the easy layup. Ari Coots for the nice backdoor layup. And now a 14-point lead for the Cougars. 5:34 left to go, first half. Alexis is going to pick up a cheapie on Rivera. Alexis at 5'6", giving up 6 inches to Rivera. Looking inside, Kemple tries to knock it away, does. DeYoung had it, and they're going to say off of Marie-Louise. Out of bounds will stay with the Hawks here. 28-14, Highland with the lead. 5:26 left to go in this first half. Newsom will take the ball out. We'll get it to Liberty. Scott will take it, looking for a screen here again. Maybe not. Now Newsom. Newsom will launch the long two and knock it down. Cougars led by 1 at the end of the first quarter. Leading at the moment by 12. Coots with the easy runner, up and in. That's now 9 points for Ari Coots here. She averages 18. The Cougars up 30-16. Just under 5 minutes to go in the half. Liberty on the right side. Over now to Newsom. Back over to Liberty. Newsom inside. Garcia, shot clock down to 5. Running one-hander, no good. Got her own offensive board. And a tough play there. Still no calls of anything and more offensive boards. And they're going to call it out off of Rogers. Coach don't like that. And that's a tough call down there. Newsom trying to get a call over there, probably to no avail, but she'll take the ball out and get it to Liberty. Scott now, 4:20 to go. Garcia inside. Rivera, tough shot, no good, but tipped right to Scott for the easy bucket. 12-point lead for Highland, just over 4 minutes to go in this first half, 30-18. For a second there, I thought nobody was there, that she was going to Rogers, who was cutting. But no, Luke was there for 3. Got it! Alexis Luke, now 8 points for her here in this first half. Cougar lead out to 15. 3 ball by Liberty, and she answers. DeYoung will let the 3 fly. She got it. 3 threes for Marie-Louise DeYoung. 9 points for her and a 15-point lead for the Cougars. 36-21, 3:17 left to go first half. Newsom over to Scott. Scott looking to drive. Kicks the ball out. Liberty will let another one go. No good. Rogers will pull down her 4th rebound. 3 minutes to go. Coots was trying to streak for a layup, and they couldn't find her in time. Inside Garcia. Garcia is going to go. She'll bang up and off the glass and in. Garcia took the contact. Timeout taken by Malcolm X. 2:46 left to go. The Cougars out to their largest lead of the game. They lead 38-21, a 17-point lead. Want to watch some more? The only place you can, right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back. Cougars led by 1 at the end of the first period. Now have moved it up to 17. Had their fair share of threes. Alexis Luke with 2. Marie-Louise DeYoung with 3 of them. And a 38-21 lead for the Cougars. Ari Coots, Mary Zettel, Alicia Garcia, Talina Rogers, and Marie-Louise DeYoung in for the Cougars at the moment. They'll sit back in a 2-3 zone. As Newsom on the right side, now to Liberty. Inside Rivera. Tough shot, but right off the glass and in. 4th point for Rivera. 2:30 left to go in this first half. Zettel in the corner now for Rogers. Coots a threat to drive every time she touches the ball. They're going to call DeYoung on the travel. .216 left to go in the half. Cougars still lead by 15. Newsom inside. Garcia blocked away. Alicia Garcia with the rejection. Malcolm X now take the ball out again. Two bigs wide open is Rivera. Pull-up jumper short. Nice block out by Garcia. She's got 6 rebounds here in the first half. Zettel will kick it out to Coots. Coots got the quickness. Garcia now over. 3 ball. No, long 2 by Rogers. No good. Must have had a foot on the line, but either way, no good for the Cougars. 1:50 left to go first half. 38-23 Highland. Down low, but too high, but on a lucky roll. No good. Marie Louise pulls down the board. And they're going to call a jump ball. It will stay with the Hawks. Newsom looking. Kicks it out top to Liberty. Now Newsom for 3. Got it. Lead cut to 12, but under a minute 30 left to go in this first half. It appears to be a 2-3 zone now for the Hawks, and an unforced error by the Cougars. Kemple and Lacey will check in. Coots will have a seat, and Rogers as well will have a seat. 38-26. Cougars giving up quite a bit of inches. They have 1 player over 6 foot. Malcolm X has 2 or 3, or pretty darn close to it. Offensive board fired way over in the corner to Scott. Looking inside, nice kick out. Scott left open. She can't hit the 3. Marie Louise must have caught a piece of it out of bounds. It will stay with the Hawks. 19 left on the shot clock. Under a minute to go in the half. 38-26 Highland. Newsom will take the ball out right underneath me here in the Jim Yeager balcony. Get it to Scott, now Liberty. Back to Scott, left open for 3. Looks long, it is. Kemple will pull down the board, her 4th. We'll fire it up to Lacey. Now up to DeYoung. She'll launch the long 2 and knock it down. Marie Louise averages 4 a game. She's already got 11, and now a steal by Zettel. 30 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. Coach wants the Cougars to hold on to it a little bit. They can play for 1 shot. DeYoung takes the 3 instead. And they're going to call the foul, I believe, on Lacey. 17 seconds left to go in this half. Cougars lead by 14, 40-26. Cougars have surrendered 14 points in the second period to 12 in the first. Not bad, but had a great offensive explosion. Newsom will hit the 3. Will cut the lead to 11 with 1 second left on the clock, and the Cougars won't get it off. 27 second quarter points, though, for the Cougars. And their 1-point lead at the end of 1 has turned into an 11-point lead here at the break. They lead 40-29 over Malcolm X, scoring Alexis Luke with 8, Mary Zettel with 2, Ari Coots with 9. 2 points for Talina Rogers, 11 points for Marie Louise DeYoung, 2 points for Sarah Kemple, and 6 points for Alicia Garcia. Good for 40 for your Highland Cougars. They lead 40-29 at the break. We'll be back here in the second half, which is about 15 minutes away. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Again, your 10-16 Cougars taking control of the ball game against the 11-9 Hawks. They lead 40-29. We're about ready to get going here in the third period. They led by 1. They led by as many as 6 in the first period. I believe it was 12-6, and then went stone cold for the rest of the period, scoring 1 point on a 6-1 run. As it turned out, they led 13-12 at the end of 1. Came out of the gates firing in the second period, good for 27 points. And they lead now 40-29. Led by as many as 17 points in that second period. We'll see. The Cougars can come out rolling here to start the third. Again, leading scorer Marie-Louise DeYoung for the Cougars. She's got 3 3-pointers and a deuce. Then you got Ari Coots with 9, Alexis Luke with 8, and Alicia Garcia with 6. I believe the starters, which are all the sophomores, will start this second half here. Third period, there's 4 10-minute periods. The men will do 2 20-minute halves. Your starting lineup was Coots, DeYoung, Rogers, Zettel, and Garcia, and it appears the Cougars will have the ball to start the third period. Zettel will get the ball to DeYoung. Back to Zettel. She'll kick out Garcia. Tough shot inside, no good. Rebounded by the Hawks. Tolbert off on the right side, looking inside. We'll get it to Scott. Now down low, Rivera. Tough play, but an easy foul call. As Garcia came down with the tomahawk chop, that'll be her first. Chance to cut the lead under 10 will be Rivera. That was Garcia's first. Rivera missed the first free throw. .941 left third period here. Second free throw around and out, missed them both, but an offensive board by Parks. And that is an over and back. That's not an inbounds play. So Parks fired it, and Tolbert unfortunately went beyond the half-court line. And Malcolm X will turn the ball over. Coots will take the ball. Now you can start on the other side like they did on an inbounds. That was a rebound. And the Cougars throw it away too high for DeYoung. And it'll go out of bounds. Tolbert will bring the ball up. 9:22 left to go, third period. 40-29. Highland still with the 11-point lead. Scott up top to Parks. Tolbert on the right side. Kick it way in the corner to Newsom. Now inside Parks. Blocked again by Garcia. 7 rebounds now for Garcia. Just under 9 minutes left for third period. Cougars going to try and get one here. Coots will kick out Garcia. Left open for 3. No good. Zettel battling for the board, and she got the offensive rebound, her 4th rebound of the ball game, and throws it right into the hands of Scott, trying to get it to Coots. Coots poked the ball away for a second, but Malcolm X will recover. Shot clock down to 20, 8:30 left to go. Third period, Scott trying to get it inside. Parks throws one up, around and out. And Rivera with the offensive board and putback. 6 points for Rivera. Parks was in foul trouble in the first half. And the lead down to 9. DeYoung will step back to Coots. Ari over to Garcia. Looking for a cutter, Garcia. Gonna take it herself. Nice ball fake, step through, no call. And a rebound by Malcolm X. They'll fire it up to Newsom. Down inside Rivera, kick out. Thought a 3 ball by Talbert, no good. She'll get it back inside to Rivera. Nice ball fake. And they're gonna call the 3-second call. Again, that may be the second time all season between men and women that the 3-second call has been called. That doesn't mean it hasn't been there, but we'll take it. It's one of the calls that's there, just rarely gets called. And luckily for the Cougars this time, it got called in their favor. Coots with the ball now, looking to drive to the right side. Kicks it over to Zettel. Zettel will go in, big-time swat by Parks, but they're going to call her for foul number 3. It will be on Parks, head coach of Malcolm X. She's been there a while. I recognize her. She does a great job with Kim McWhorter of the ladies, and she's not happy. She's very entertaining to watch when she gets upset. And I understand her upsetness. Sounded like a clean block, but what do I know? Mary Zettel missed the first free throw, a chance to get the lead back to 10. Zettel's second free throw, around and out. Cougars struggling from the line, 3 of 7. Nice pass inside to Parks, but she couldn't hold on to it. I guess Lacey knocked it out. Rivera and Parks, both over 6 feet. Haven't used them to their advantage too much yet. Rivera, nice jumper inside, and she'll knock it down. 8 points for Rivera. Lead cut down to 7 with 7 minutes to go in the third. Highland led by 17 towards the end of the first half. It's down to 7. Lacey on the left side. Up top, Rogers. Looking for a cutter. Rogers going to take it herself. No, hands off to Coots. Coots, tough play, looking for foul number 4. They didn't get the call. And going the other direction is Malcolm X. Scott left open. Talbert now inside Rivera. They're working the inside game. And another steal by the little feisty Lacey. Lacey, only 5'8", battling with the bigs down low, picks up the steal, and I believe she got a timeout called before the travel was called on her. So with 6:37 left to go in the third, your Highland Cougars still with the lead. They lead 40-33. We'll be back here in a minute. This is your HMC broadcast. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back. Some full court pressure now by Malcolm X as Coots will bring the ball up. Lacey on the left side. Sort of. Up top, Rogers will launch the long 2, around and out. Nice job, offensive board, Mary Zettel, and she's fouled. This one's going to be on Talbert, her first. 6:19 left to go in the third. 40-33, going back to the line. Mary Zettel shooting her third free throw right here. Can't get it. This will be the 9th free throw as a team for the Cougars. She'll put it up and in, got it. Cougars are 4 for 9 from the line tonight. That's got to get better. They lead by 8. 6:10 left to go, third period. Inside Rivera. Turnaround jumper, no glass work, no good. Coots will come up with it. Nice pass to Zettel. Out top, Garcia. She'll step back for 3. Looks off on the right side. It is. Parks will pull down the board. Took an elbow. Is that going to be on Parks? It will be. That'll be Parks' 4th. Talina Rogers caught an elbow in the chops. Officials will discuss. I don't think it was an intentional. I do not believe so, but we shall see what the officials decide. Talina took a shot to the nose. She appears to be all right. No blood as far as I know. Coach Becky trying to work the intentional. I don't think he's going to get it. But nonetheless, that's the 4th foul on Parks, and she'll remain in. They do have Gracia, who is 5'11", who does just as good a job being a big player down low for the Hawks. So I guess, nice play right there. Easy bucket for Garcia. Malcolm X caught napping on that one. And Tolbert will bring the ball up. Cougars, I believe, in a 2-3 zone. Inside to Parks. Tough shot, but she put it in. Parks is an offensive threat down low. Does a great job again keeping the ball up high. And she does a great job scoring it off the glass. Lead back to 8 for the Cougars. Tried to force one into Rogers, easily stolen by the Hawks. Pass down there to Newsom. Tough layup, no good. Ball tipped around and went right to Garcia or Rivera. And she missed it. Got the ball back once again. This time, she'll get fouled. Thought she maybe took a travel there. But the official will call the foul on Rogers, her first. Garcia finally checks in for Parks. Again, Parks sitting down with 4 and only 6 points. But Rivera will check in, head to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Missed the first one. 5:02 left to go in the third. Sarah Kempel set to check in. They won't allow her. Most likely for Talina, but I could be wrong. Alexis Luke set to check in as well. Rivera's second free throw is up and in. That should cause the substitution to come in now. Garcia will have a seat along with Zettel. So the Cougars got Lacey, Coots, Luke, Rogers, and Kempel. Someone's got a flash to the ball, and there's a 5-second call. Five minutes left to go in the third. Malcolm X has cut the lead down to 7 and now has the ball. Kick it out to Tolbert. Now Scott inside Rivera. Tough play, no call, and here comes Lacey. She'll pull down the rebound. We'll kick it over to Ari. Coots, nice pass inside to Rogers, and she's going to lose it out of bounds. Coots had the right idea. Rogers was cutting to the basket, got her the ball. Whether it was in the right spot or not, I could not see. All I saw was that she lost it out of bounds. So 4:40 left to go. Third period. Cougars again led by 17 towards the end of the first half. It's down to 7 right now. Scott with a running one-hander and Gracias with an over the back, but she gets credited with the bucket. Now it's down to 5 with 4:20 left in the third. Kempel, and they're going to call a foul on Rivera. That's only Rivera's first, if my calculations are correct. Lacey will take the ball out underneath us here once again. Looking, it'll go up top to Rogers. Luke tries to get it to Coots. Not a good pass and out of bounds. Parks checking right back in with 4 minutes to go in the third. Rivera will check out. Coach McQuarters confused on that. They said fourth team foul, not fourth foul on Rivera. I was going to say, not sure what Coach McQuarters was doing on that one. Although they did, I thought, substitute her in, so I don't know if they can just automatically substitute her right out, but I'm not an official. We'll see. It appears that they'll allow her to do it. But she thought they said Rivera had 4. What they said was Rivera's first foul, but fourth team foul. She misheard them. Although I believe what Coach Becky's complaining is they did pull the trigger on the substitution. Cougars in the 2-3 zone. Inside Rivera. Now Gracias. Easy bucket inside. 3-point lead now for the Cougars. Just under 4 minutes left. Inside to Kemple. Back to Coots. Coots going up strong. She'll pick up the foul. Couldn't finish. So she'll be shooting 2 free throws. Foul will be on Scott. Her second. Garcia will check in. Talina Rogers has a seat. Coots. 2 more free throws for her. First one, no good. Again, Cougars struggling from the charity stripe tonight here, allowing the Hawks to stay in the ballgame. This is free throw number 11 for the Cougars, and they've only made 4. Almost an offensive board, though, for Kemple. Still a 3-point lead. Cougars in the 2-3 zone. Scott on the right side. Now Tolbert looking inside. Gracia now knocked out of bounds. Are they going to say it's off Malcolm X? They will. And it'll stay with the Cougars, or go to the Cougars with 3:28 left, third period. Again, 17-point lead towards the end of the first half has melted away for the Cougars. Highland with only 3 points in this third period. They had 27 in the second, 3 here in the third. Alexis, long three-pointer, no good. Rebound number 8 by Garcia. She'll take it herself. Oh, and got unfortunately rejected by the rim. Tough shot shooting over the front of the rim. And it cost the Cougars again on an offensive drought here inside Rivera. Fall away, no good. And they're going to say out of bounds off a Cougar. An 11-3 run in this third period. The Cougars on the back end of it, and they lead only by 3. Malcolm X has a chance to tie if they can hit one from deep. 43-40. Newsom will take the ball out here. We still got plenty of time left in this ball game. Scott to Tolbert now in the corner. 3 ball on the way, knocked it down. That's Newsom, and this game's tied. Third three-pointer for Newsom. Timeout taken by Highland. 2:41 left to go in the third. Malcolm X has come all the way back from down 17, and this game's tied at 43. Stick with us, everyone. This is your HMC broadcast. Welcome back. 2:41 left to go in the third period. Highland led by 11 at the break. It is evaporated. Again, a 3 points the Cougars have scored in this third period, and we only have 2:41 left to go in it. And there's no shocker. Malcolm X has come back and tied this game up. So a 14-3 run here in this third period. Nice pass inside. Coots, and she's fouled, and that'll be on Newsom. Coots will go back to the line where she and the rest of the Cougars have struggled tonight. Only 4 made free throws out of 11. Ari will be shooting free throw 5 and 6 for her tonight. Chance to give the Cougars back the lead. Malcolm X has not led since 2-0 early in the ballgame. Free throw up and in. 10 points now for Ari Coots. Her first point of this second half. 2:37 left. Ari will set, shoot, and it'll bounce off. I thought another offensive board was coming for the Cougars. They couldn't get it. Highland back to the lead. Scott going to launch a three. Looks long line driver, but unfortunately, Cougars can't nail down the rebound, and it goes back to Malcolm X. Rivera, jumper inside, no good. Nice box out by Luke. 9th rebound by Garcia. Looking inside for Kemple. Kemple's a little too close. Now out to Luke. Getting to Coots for the layup. Got it! Ari Coots, the floating layup, got it. That foul is going to be on, I believe, Newsom, which will only be her second. Ari Coots will go to the line for the and one free throw. Cougar lead now back up to 3. Just under 2 minutes to go. Ari will hit the and one free throw. 47-43 Highland. And the Cougars have led ever since a Marie-Louise three-pointer to put them up 5-2 in the early onset of the game. 3 ball in the other way, no good. Lacey with a mean rebound. She'll try and dish it off. Tolbert will intercept it, and I think Lacey will pick up a cheapie. Frustration foul on Lacey. I believe that's her second. Renaya Shirley, Morgan Blair check in. Kemple and Luke have a seat. 1:35 to go in the third. Cougars have only scored 7 points in this third period after scoring 27 in the second. Scott over to Tolbert on the left side. Cougars trying to clamp down on the inside game of the Hawks. So far, so good, at least in this possession. Shot clock down to 8. Grassus long shot, no good, but an easy offensive board and putback for Rivera. Again, the bigs dominating the offensive boards as well for Malcolm X. 1 minute to go in the third, 47-45. Highland clinging to a 2-point lead. Up top, Shirley, now over to Blair. Blair will get it to Coots. Coots to Shirley. Shirley pump fake, she's gonna drive. Tough shot, no good. Had her own rebound. Gracia will pull it up. And over to Tolbert. Cougars should get one more shot here. If Malcolm X runs it down, there's an 8-second difference. Tolbert, tough shot, no good. Coots will come up with the ball. And she's gonna go coast to coast. Left-handed layup up and in for Ari. 15 points now for Ari Coots. She's come alive in the last 2 minutes of the ballgame. 10 seconds to go in the third. 4-point lead for Highland. Newsom stolen away by Lacey with 4 seconds. 2, the layup, and 1. Ari Coots scores the layup, got the foul, and picked it up. And that's going to be on number 14, Tolbert, her second. And Ari Coots is going to go back to the line with a half a second left to go in the third. A matter of minutes ago, the Cougars had only scored 3 points in this period. Coots' and one free throw, got it. Nine points in the third period. Good for 18 for Coots. And at the end of the third, the Cougars, who had it tied, have gone on a mini run here and now lead 52-45. Four fingers up as we're ready for the fourth period. Come back with us here on HMC, everyone. Welcome back once again. Four fingers up here as we're ready to go to the fourth period. Again, the Cougars scored 9 points within a minute or so. They were tied at 43 with just under 2 minutes to go in the period. Went on a little run and now lead 52-45. Malcolm X will control as we start the fourth period. Cougars still in the zone. Newsom trying to get it inside. And another offensive board and putback for Rivera. Rivera's points starting to add up. 5-point lead, though, for the Cougars. Zettel picks up her dribble. Gets it to Kemple. Kemple going to go. And I believe they're going to call Kemple out of bounds. 9:26 to go in the ball game. Cougars led by 11 at the break. It completely evaporated down to nothing. They were knotted up at 43, but then they went on a run to lead by 7. Inside, Rivera again doubled, kicked it out to Newsom. Left side, Scott, back inside. Nice steal, though, by Kemple. And threw it right off of Zettel's foot. Unfortunately, the Cougars are going to turn it over. 9:04 to go in the ball game. 52-47 Highland. Malcolm X could have folded when down 17 towards the end of the first half. Instead, they went on a run and knocked it down to 11. They're still in the ball game. Nice poke away by Kemple. But it will stay, obviously, with the Hawks. Newsom will take the ball out. Looking, will hand off to Rivera. Rivera will get it to Scott. Scott running one-hander around and out and in, and Rivera with another offensive board. And now she'll go back to the free throw line. Foul will be on Kemple, her first. Rivera will go back to the free throw line again for Malcolm X. $13 points for Rivera on the evening. First free throw, no good. 8:46 left in the ball game. Cougars led by 1 after 1, 11 after 2, and 7 after 3. Have yet to trail since early on in the game. Second free throw for Rivera up and in. Coots with the ball now. Cougars up by 4. Just under 9 minutes left. Shirley gonna pump. Back out to Rogers. Kemple to Shirley. She'll let a 3 go off the glass. No, looked a little high, but Cougars are too busy worried about tipping the ball instead of grabbing it. And they're going to call Ari Coots with a quick cheapy foul to stop the break. Good idea by Ari. It's only her first foul. Make Malcolm X earn it a little more here. Otherwise, they'd have gotten an easy layup. Cougars yet to score out of the break here. About a minute and a half gone by as Alicia Garcia checks in. Kempel has a seat. But Malcolm X has a chance to cut the lead down to 1 on a 3 here. It's a 52-48 lead for Highland. Up top to Tolbert. She kind of throws one up, no good. Rebound, 5th rebound by Rogers. Rogers averages 7 a game, which leads the Cougars. Coots, nice ride into the lane, and now has 20 points. She had 9 towards the end of the third period, about 2 minutes left, and she went on fire. She now has 20. Tolbert now over in the corner to Scott. Scott looking inside, back up top. Tolbert, Scott, and Newsom have played a lot for the guards for Malcolm X tonight. Shot clock down to 5. Tolbert will let a 3 go, no good. Rogers there for another rebound, her 6th. And they get it up to Shirley, got the layup. Renaya Shirley scoring the layup. They did not reset the shot clock. That's what the buzzer was for. Timeout taken by Malcolm X. 7:28 left to go in the ballgame. The Cougars extend back up to 8. They lead 56-48. We'll be back in a minute. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back. This is your HMC broadcast. The marvelous one, Mark Masters, along with the Sultan of Sound, Jim Yeager, and King Arthur. Your Highland Cougars with the 8-point lead, 56-48 with 7:28 left to go in the ball game. Your Highland men will come up right after this at 7 o'clock. It'll be on a separate stream, so come back here to your Highland Cougar Athletics page and find the one that says live. Inside. 3 ball by Newsom. It drew nothing but another offensive board, this one by Liberty. Inside, tough play, could have gotten a call, no call there. Rogers will pull it down. 7th rebound by Rogers. Zettel, pass out to Shirley, 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Cougars don't need the rush, they lead by 8. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Down inside, Garcia. Tries to turn around, lost the ball out of bounds, and they're gonna say it's gonna stay with the Cougars. Zettel will take the ball out underneath here. And we'll see where she's going to go with it. Looking, tries to get it to Garcia. Too far under the basket. Nice pump fake, blocked by Rivera. And going the other direction are the Hawks. And no one stopping ball, and an easy layup by Scott. The Red Sea parted, and no one wanted to stop the ball. She took the layup. And with 6:30 left to go in the ball game, the Cougar lead is down to 6. Looking inside for Garcia. Alicia, tough shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Malcolm X, and here they come. High dribble, not going to get the call, though. Inside for Rivera. Nice pass to Gracia. Nice ball out of the way, but unfortunately, Gracia will get the ball back and put it in. Now the lead down to 4. Cougars led by 8 about a minute ago. It's down to 4. 56-52, just under 6 minutes left in the ballgame. Left side to Zettel. She's got the lane. She'll take it. She should have took it. Tried to pass it to Coots, and Rivera intercepts. Good foul by Shirley, her first. And Liberty will go to the line for some free throws. 2 free throws for Liberty. Wonder if maybe she's a relation to the great Marcus Liberty. That was from the Chicago King area, I believe. Way back in the late 80s. I believe it was 1990 was Marcus Liberty's senior year. He went to the University of Illinois, obviously. Or maybe been 88. I don't know. It was towards the end of the 80s. Liberty missed it, but another offensive board. The Bigs inside doing some damage for the Hawks. Rivera will get the rebound and score, and now the lead cut to 2. Coots will kick out to Lacey. Lacey now Kemple. Up top to Coots, and the Cougars will still maintain. Plenty of time left. Shot clock down to about 10. Rogers. And unfortunately, the Cougars unforced error again. They throw it away. Malcolm X now a chance to take the lead if they hit a 3. Just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. 2-point lead for Highland, 56-54. Rivera launches the 3. This draws nothing. A lot of backboard, I guess. Rogers will get it. 3 ball by Shirley, no good. Rogers will come down with the rebound. Her 9th. Lacey, tough shot up off the glass, no good. Ball knocked off of somebody's foot. Coots will have it, and it's going to say out of bounds and a timeout. Was it the timeout taken? Or they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Malcolm X, I believe. I believe they'll say it was knocked out of bounds by Malcolm X. So the Cougars will take the ball. 2-point lead for Highland, 4:38 left to go in the ball game. Looking. Big pass all the way over to Kemple. Inside behind Shirley, though, and the Cougars turn it over. And just like that, Lacey with the steal will get it up to Shirley. Renaya up off the glass, no good. Offensive board and bucket! Sarah Kemple, her 5th rebound. She'll put it back up, score the bucket and the foul. And Sarah will go back to the line for some more free throws. Gracia will pick up the foul, only her first. Sarah Kemple back to the free throw line for another and 1 attempt. 58-54 Highland, and 1 free throw by Kemple. Got it. Ari Coots will be substituted for by Alexis Luke. She'll have a seat. Ari sitting down, 20 points for her evening. Again, 9 first-half points, and she lit it up towards the end of the 3rd period for 9. She's got a bucket here in the 4th. A 5-point lead for the Cougars with 4:20 to go in the ball game. Highland men on board right after this at 7 o'clock. 3 ball by Newsom. Looks long. It is. And they're going to call a foul on Gracia. That should only be her 2nd. .4:11 to go in the ball game. 59-54 Highland. Highland with the ball. And they will trap, and now Lacey wisely takes it to the hoop, kicks it on out. Cougars don't have to rush. Shirley going to take it to the hole, up off the glass, high off the glass, no good. Rebound by Kemple. They're going to call a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Cougars. 6th rebound for Kemple. Lacey will take the ball out underneath us here in the Jim Yeager balcony. She's going to set it up, maybe a 3 for Luke. They're going to call a delay a game on Scott. Now, I don't know if that meant she stepped over the line. It appears the official is saying that she has gotten over the line. So that, I believe, is a warning, because I don't think you can cross over the line now. Of course, Scott way off. Garcia will control and gets it. Lacey, tough play, and she got hammered by Rivera. As many fouls as Parks has, 4, and she's been on the bench for a lot in this game. Garcia and Rivera have only 4 between them, 2 apiece for the big players for Malcolm X. To the line for 2 is Lacey. First free throw, no good. .346 left to go in the ball game. Lacey a chance to give the Cougars a 6-point lead. She can't. A tip will go out to Lacey. And Kemple will come up with it. Now Shirley. So the Cougars catch a break. And now the ball stolen by Newsom. And wow, they're not going to call a foul on that. Malcolm X player's not happy with that. But the ball will go out of bounds, will stay with Malcolm X. A nice job by Shirley. As she substituted for as Coots comes back in. Renaya kept that one out of the basket down on the far end. So Malcolm X will control. Not sure what the official is needing at the scorer's table, but it appears he's ready to go here. 3:32 left to go in the ball game. Cougars have not trailed since early at 2-0. Newsom on the right side is a threat for 3. Rivera as well, scoring inside. Liberty throws up a prayer, no good. Lacey will pull down her 5th rebound. Again, the Cougars don't have to rush here. They lead by 5 with 3:10 to go. Over to Lacey, she's gonna drive. Pull up jumper, got it! Lexi Lacey, her first bucket of the game, couldn't have come at a better time with 3 minutes to go. The Cougars push it out to 7. Timeout taken by Malcolm X. 2:55 left to go in the ballgame. Your Cougars with the lead, 61-54. Want to see the end of the ballgame? You can only watch it right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Welcome back again. Monday, March the 4th, the Ladies Region 4 tournament will tip off here. 5 o'clock, the 4 and 5 seeds will face each other. And then at 7 o'clock, the 3 and 6 seeds will face each other. Number 1 seed and number 2 seed have a bye this season in the Region 4. I do not believe the Cougars will be either one of those. So they will either play at 5 or 7. We do not know the seeding yet. I believe the seeding will come out here, I believe, at the end of this week. So hopefully we'll know the seedings for next week's home finale. Ball thrown out of bounds. The Cougars will get the ball back here, leading by 7 with 2:50 left to go in the ball game. Pretty much led wire to wire against the 11 and 9 Hawks. Now the Cougars should play, I believe, the Hawks in Chicago, the last game of the season. Up off the glass and in. Nice play to Kemple. 9-point lead for the Cougars. It hasn't been this high in a while. It's been a 20-11 run after this game was knotted up at 43. That's the closest Malcolm X has come. Now a steal by Garcia. 2:13 to go in the ball game. The Cougars should take their time a little bit here. Again, leading by 9. Run a little clock as we're closing in on the 2-minute mark. Inside behind Coots, though. They had her leading. Possible jump ball. If so, it will go to Malcolm X. Talina Rogers will check in. Alexis Luke has a seat. They're going to reset the shot clock. Again, the Cougars led by 17 in the second period. It dwindled down to 43, and since then, again, it's been a 20-11 run for the Cougars here in the fourth period, or at least since then, and they lead 63-54. Looking inside to Scott. Scott throws up a shot, no good. Cougars with the board here. 7th rebound for Kemple. Under 2 minutes to go. The Cougars lead by 9. Again, waste some clock here and get a good shot. Coots up top, looking for a reversal to Lacey now. Lacey going to kick over to Garcia. Shot clock at 10. Coots back over to Garcia. Shot clock down to 3. Garcia can't convert, but a fresh 20 for the Cougars. An offensive board by Lacey came at a great time. Just over a minute to go. The lead's still 9 for the Cougars. Shot clock at 10. Lacey kicks over to Rogers. Shot clock down to 5 now. Coots with it down to 2. Someone's got to shoot it, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Either way, under a minute to go, still with a 9-point lead. Cougars have got to watch the shot clock a little closer than that. I don't mind them running it down a little, but man. 55 seconds to go in the game. 9-point lead for Highland, 63-54. A defensive stop here would be huge. I believe the Cougars are in the 2-3 zone. We'll see what Malcolm X draws up. A trip and fall. And that should be turned over to the Cougars. Trying to fight their way through their own players was Newsom. She tripped over her own 2 feet just as the pass was coming to her and went out of bounds. So the Cougars catch a huge break there. Again, leading by 9. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Cougars have not shot free throws particularly well. I'm surprised they haven't gone to the foul attempts yet. As the Cougars are just going to play keep away here. Timeout taken by Coach Becky and the Cougars. 22 seconds left to go in the ball game. They lead 63-54. You want to watch the conclusion of this ball game? The only place you can is right here on HMC. Stick with us, everyone. Highland leading by 9. All right, welcome back here. 22 seconds left to go in the ball game. Shot clock at 9 for the Cougars. 63-54 Highland lead again. Malcolm X, after being down 17, got this game back in the 3rd period, tied at 43, and since then, it's been a 20-11 run for the Cougars. They lead 63-54. Coots with the ball again. Time running out. Shot down to 3. No good, but with 10 seconds left to go in the ball game, a 9-point lead for the Cougars. That should be about it. Liberty throws one up, no good. Lacey with the rebound, and that should do it as your Highland Cougars pull off a good one here, scoring only 11 points in that 3rd period. But the defense was there, only giving up 9 points to Malcolm X. Final score, your Highland Cougars with the win, 63-54. We'll be back here in a minute with some post-game stats, and we'll get ready for the men's game. So stick with us, everyone.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey! Another one bites the dust. Walks further down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of speed. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Welcome back, everyone. Final score, your Highland ladies with the win, 63-54. They move to 11-16 on the season. Scoring goes as follows. Lexi Lacey, 2 points, 7 rebounds. Renaya Shirley, 2 points. Alexis Luke, 8 points and a board. Mary Zettel, 3 points, 5 boards. Talina Rogers, 2 points, 9 boards. Marie Louise DeYoung, 11 points and a rebound. Sarah Kempel, 7 and 7. Alicia Garcia, 8 and 9. My Cougar of the game, no question. Only had 9 points at the half. Came out like a fireball at the end of the third. And she finishes with 20 points and 3 rebounds. That's Ari Coots. So once again, your Cougars with the victory. We'll let you know approximately what seed and what time the Cougars will be playing on Monday night. I believe it is March the 4th. It is March 4th